So today we're doing an affirmation workshop. And this workshop is basically we're going to walk through the how words carry energy. And this is something of a unique perspective. A lot of us now are learning that, we have energy as human beings, but there really is energy in literally everything that is on our planet. And so my name is Carcia, and I'm a musician, and I am an NLP practitioner. That's neuro linguistic programming, and I do a lot within energy, a lot within how the mind works. I'm really interested in how the mind works. And I'm also working towards being fully certified as a hypnotherapist, and also working in EFT. So this is an opportunity for me to share with you what I do, and also the perspectives that can help you in your daily routine, in your daily life. And I'm also my Instagram account, her account on Instagram, and I'm we're gonna just talk about energy and how it works and how that applies to affirmations. So the agenda looks like this. We're going to talk about why affirmations are important, why we should create affirmations, why I love affirmations, energy in relationship to words, and we are also going to make our own affirmations today, which is the more workshop part of it. So we've got a lot to cover, so I'm going to start now. So, why are affirmations important? So, words like us carry energy. That's it. Words carry energy, and they can build you up or take you down. So, we know about this because how self talk affects us. So, when I say self talk, think about the last couple of thoughts you've had about yourself, maybe in the past week, in the past month. What have you been saying about yourself? Have you been saying kind, nice, positive things? Have you been saying, thank you for taking me through the day? Thank you for being so talented as a cook to cook me this great meal. Thank you for being able to have the skills to provide for my body. Have you been saying those nice things to yourselves, or have you been saying negative things like, oh, I'm stupid, or oh, of course I failed at that? And you say these things, and when you say them, it actually affects the energy that you carry within. Energy, as I was saying before, we feel it in our entire body. We just don't feel with our minds, but we also feel with our bodies. Every limb, every being of our body, we feel with it. And thank you, Paul. I appreciate that. And we have a tendency to be mean when we do our self talk. We're not kind to ourselves. We're actually more complimentary to our friends. It's very easy for us to say, you look great, you look fabulous, you are so smart, I knew you could do it. We affirm our friends all the time, but we don't affirm ourselves because that leads me to my next point as to why we should create affirmations. So, the reason why we should create affirmations is because, to be honest, we've been programmed. What do you mean, Carcia? What does being programmed mean? So, movies like The Matrix have tapped into this idea that we are not really who we are supposed to be. And in a sense, that is true. When we are born in certain circumstances, and we are born in a society that can sometimes glorify certain ideals, certain ways of life. We are born to watch certain movies. There are certain brands, certain ideas that are instilled upon us between the ages of 0 and 7. And 0 and 7 are very important years in a child's life. This is when we are integrated into society. This is where they download those programs that create who we are, that create low self-esteem types that create the self-talk, the negative self-talk that we have. And all of this is bad. It's bad for us, and it brings our energy down. And I'm sure you've all heard of the term high vibration. And high vibrations can only come from someone that's got the right energy, that's got that high energy that you need to take you through the day. And we live in a world, especially now, we live in a world where it's very, very easy to fall into that low energy, into that low vibration. So another point that I want to bring out is that whatever is going on inside, guys, it's going to manifest on the outside. So whatever feelings you have on the inside of yourself, it will actually project into your model of the world. So if you say, I'm unlovable, if you say, no one respects me, you're actually saying that to yourself. When you say those things about, well, this is what the world thinks of me, that's actually what you think about yourself. And whatever you think about yourself, it will be projected in the world, and that's all you're going to see coming back to you. And that's very sad, right? It's sad because you are the cause of that negative energy coming back to you. And we don't need that, right? So we have to affirm ourselves daily so that we don't go through this sort of low feelings, and low energy. So don't think of yourself in a negative way. Don't think that you're unlovable. You're a bright light, and you're truly limitless in the things that you can do and you can achieve. And that's what I'm here to tell you. So, I'm gonna walk through why I am all about affirmations and my personal journey as to why I look at affirmations seriously. And hi to everyone on on Instagram who is watching. So, wow, where do I start? So, after college, I had gone through a lot of low self-esteem in my childhood, through my teens, but it was truly after college where I hit the wall. I was depressed, and I had to seek help. And then going through my depression, going through that dark space in time, I was diagnosed as an alopecia. So I had lost all my hair. So here's this young girl that was all about her looks, all about her hair, and I had lost all of it. And it was a very, very hard situation to go through. And to be honest, I had the worst self-talk. Um, I had the worst self-talk before, but now I really had it. Now I wasn't only stupid, but now I thought I was ugly too. And that played very heavily, um, not only um, not only mentally, but in my soul. And I do have a belief that the mind, body, and spirit all work together. It's one thing. If one is affected, everything else gets affected. And it was very difficult to get through. But I was introduced to EFT tapping, and it helped me so much. And it starts with affirmations, and basically you just, you tap the areas, and you say something positive about yourself. You say something that you need to affirm, something that needs to speak to your subconscious. And I found that to be, it really was the turning point in me being able to pick myself up and truly take on my therapy and heal myself through the right self-talk, and of course the help of a lot of therapists and a lot of physical activity as well, and mindfulness, meditation, yoga. But I wouldn't have started all of that if I didn't discover EFT tapping. So it just felt natural to me to start to head that way so that I would be able to teach it to other people, affirmations and mindfulness, and being able to teach that to other people. So that's my story. And that's why I'm so passionate about this. And I'm really happy that all of you are into it and watching and listening to me talk about this stuff. So now I want to talk about how words carry energy. And I want to talk about, and you can take notes on this and Google it after, but there is a Japanese author and scientist. His name is Dr. Emoto. And Dr. Emoto realized that water is the essence of life. And of course it is, right? Water takes up more than 70% of our bodies. Water takes up over 70% of our planet. So it's got to be the essence of life. And Dr. Emoto decided to do a really cool, a cool study on water. So what he did was he exposed water to music, to Beethoven, to Mozart, to Bach, and he exposed that water to positive words like thank you, I love you, and other very positive affirmations. He then took the water that was exposed to all this positivity and he froze it. When he froze it, he took it out after hours, after a couple of hours, and he noticed that the patterns in the water that had crystallized were the most beautiful, picturesque, perfect snowflakes, like an artist had created it. It was beautiful, perfect, and you can see these images online of the crystallization that happened within the water when it was frozen. And then he decided to take polluted water and put it in the fridge and see what happens. When he did that, the polluted water actually could not take on that beautiful, beautiful pattern. What basically happened is it would save in these warped blobs, and it wasn't very pretty, this polluted water. So he decided, this water is polluted. Let's take it and expose it to positivity. So he did that. He exposed the water, the polluted water, to positivity, the music, the words, the affirmations. And wouldn't you know, that polluted water started taking on the beautiful clusterized snowflake image that the positive exposed water had taken on. So then he realized, oh, wow. So this is proving to me that positivity is literally changing the energy and the molecules of this water. He then decided to take water and expose it to negativity. So he started saying and replaying tapes of horrible things to say, like, you make me sick. I hate you. One of the scariest ones, I want to kill you. He exposed water to those sayings, exposed the water to what we would probably see as negative music. And he froze that water. Hello. He froze that water, and what happened was the water came out in blobs. Came out in blobs, came out looking warped, not pretty, nothing like the water that was frozen with the positive affirmations. So he had proven that energy is reactive. And basically, the whole point of this workshop is that the energy that lives within us needs to be affirmed because we've been programmed to be negative. Certain brands, I don't want to bring up names of things, but certain brands have, for instance, taught women that we should put other priorities before other things, you know? And even though we have come a long way, we still have programming that is stopping us from doing things, stopping us from being our limitless selves, which we can be. If we start affirming ourselves and speaking to our subconscious, speaking to the program. because the conscious part of us, the conscious part of our mind doesn't have time to truly take on change, which is why, when we try to take on change on a conscious level, it doesn't stick. It doesn't last long. And the reason why is basically because we're trying to make lasting changes on the wrong level. We need to go deeper. We need to get into that subconscious. So anyways, I didn't even mean to bring that stuff up, but I had to. So here we are. So I want to walk through an affirmation exercise with you guys. So I love affirmations, as I mentioned in the beginning of this. And I have many boxes of affirmations that I will, every day I will, shuffle, I'll pull one out, and it's like, this is my affirmation for the day. And I will say it, and I feel great, and I take it through the day, and it makes me feel good. Hi, Kobe. Hi, Raquel. I see you guys. And uh, it's great. I totally love affirmations. And as much as I love affirmations, I do feel that there comes a time where you need to personalize these affirmations. I believe it comes to a time where you need to make your own, something that speaks to you and speaks to your subconscious. Because to be honest, not all the affirmations we buy online or that we buy in a kind of chart situation, they don't last with us because they don't really resonate with us. So let me grab this. So I have an exercise that I do, and I've done this recently with some people, and they loved it, and I wanted to share it with you guys today. So words carry energy. So what I like to call that negative self-talk that I was talking about before, I like to call it limited beliefs. And limited beliefs means you believe that you are only this, when truly your limitless self is like, the sky isn't even the limit as to what you can do and to what you can achieve, and those goals that you thought, yeah, I tried it, it's not going to happen. Yes, it can. You've got this. But the limited beliefs, again, getting in the way, making it hard for you. So what we have to do is you have to become aware. You have to become aware of those limited beliefs and know what they are. So I love pretty things. I love pretty things. So what I did was I made like a little worksheet for myself. And so I have the area that reads limited belief, and I have the area that is true to your identity, your true identity. So you're saying, okay, and I'll show that over here too. And you're saying, Carcia, wait a minute, I don't know my true identity. And that's okay, because that's why you have to fill out the limited belief half first. So what you're going to do here is you're going to do something that your subconscious is going to enjoy doing. You write down all that negative self-talk. You write down all of the things that you say about yourself. So, I'm ugly. I'm stupid. I'm not good enough. I'm unlovable. I will never graduate this course. I will never get that part. I will never get that job. I'm too dumb. Whatever this negative self-talk you're saying, it's going to go in here. You're going to write that all down. And you're going to be honest with yourself. And the thing is, when you say it, you don't really feel the effect of it. But once you write down these negative thoughts about yourself and you read it, you're going to go, whoa, wow, oh, okay, wow, I need, I need to fix this situation. So you're going to do that. And then this is how you're going to find your true identity. It's very easy. You are going to write down the opposite of the negatives. So I'm ugly becomes I'm beautiful. I'm stupid becomes I'm smart. And in fact, I'm very smart. And you're going to write that in the true identity side of your sheet of paper, or if you want to make something pretty, I can put the PDF of this, my sheet here if you think it's cool. And when you do that, you've got all your positive words and sayings. That true identity side is going to become your list of affirmations. How easy was that, right? So you've got your list. Words carry energy. You've got your limited beliefs on one side. You've got your identity. What you're going to do? You are going to have a ceremony. Your limited beliefs. These limited beliefs that you've got. These limited beliefs that you've got. You are going to rip up all that negative self-talk. You're going to rip up all of the hate, the self-hate. You're going to rip up all of those horrible programming ways that were instilled since the age of 0. You're going to take those pieces and, girl, boy, do whatever you want. You can throw them in a fire, safely though. In a fire, you can rip it up into pieces. You can put them in your blender, blend it up with some water, throw it outside, do whatever you want. Just get rid of it. And as you get rid of the negatives, that negative self-talk, as you get rid of it, just forget about it. Forget about it. It's gone. It doesn't belong to you anymore. And your true identity, your beautiful, smart, courageous, brave self lives here. And this becomes your list of affirmations. You are going to take this list and you are going to recite it to yourself in the morning and in the evening. So instead of checking Instagram first thing in the morning, we're not going to do that. We're not going to compare ourselves to other people. We're going to work on ourselves first. So you're going to read your affirmations. You're going to look in the mirror. You're going to smile because that physiology, it needs to be right. You need to be happy. You need to look at yourself and say, I am beautiful. I am smart. I can do this. I'm going to get through this because I'm amazing. And I'm a full-on badass. Whatever the things are that you put in this, you are going to recite it. And then you can go do your meditation. You can go work out. You can go do your activity. Whatever great things that you do as your morning routine, that's what you do. And then guess what? You're going to do this at night. And it's really important to do it at night because your subconscious, that's when your subconscious comes to life. That's why you dream. That's why you get some of the best ideas come while you're sleeping. A lot of songwriters, including Paul McCartney, yesterday came to him in a dream. And he woke up that morning with yesterday fully written. Had the chord structure, had the words, everything. He said it was like he wondered if he stole the song because it came so easily to him. But that's because his subconscious was aware. His subconscious was on fire. And he came up with a song without much effort. And if you say these before you go to bed, and if you say these in the morning, your subconscious is going to take this in. You're going to retrain your subconscious to start loving you. And that is why affirmations are important. And yes, Dion, you're going to light those negative things on fire. Light this on fire, everybody. If I was outside, I'd have a huge bonfire going and I'd be throwing it in there. And the great thing about this is this changes with you. The affirmations I had before are not the same as they were probably a year ago. But that's the thing. You grow as a person, you grow as a human. And no matter what stage you are in your life, no matter what you're thinking, no matter what your negative talk is, you are amazing. And you've got this. And I know right now we're going through a very interesting situation. But this is the time. This is the time to heal. This is the time to work on that 0 to 7 year old boy, girl, child, whoever you identify as. This is the time for you to do that healing. And your affirmations are the starting point. So I would hope that you try to make this a part of your day. Even add this to your, your rituals of your daily journals, and really make it a part of you. And don't don't be embarrassed to write those limited thoughts. Sometimes it's really good to know what your subconscious is thinking about you. And remember, your subconscious, it doesn't know when you're joking, and it doesn't really understand negative in this place of, oh, I was just joking. Yeah, I said that, but I was just joking. It doesn't register I'm just joking, everybody. Like, the subconscious hears a word in the same way that Dr. Ramuto's water heard a word, and it reacts in the way of either positive energy or negative energy. And that's it. It's very simple. It's not complicated. It's not us. It just takes what is as is. It is literal. So because of that, we need to be literal and talk ourselves some positive talk. So with that, yes, Telly, your subconscious is going to love you some you because you're going to do this exercise. I want to thank you guys for joining me today. I had a lot of fun. This was awesome. And I just want to remind you, in this situation, you are a bright light. You are a bright light, and you are doing the things that are going to make you shine. You're going to, one day, you're going to leave your home, and you're going to come out bigger. You're going to come out fully educated. You're going to come out healthier. You're going to come out with knowledge that you did not have before. And you are going to make yourself something amazing in this world. I know it because you've stuck around this long to listen to me talk. So you are going to be something amazing. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Enjoy the rest of your day. And thank you. You've made me smile, and I hope I did the same for you. You take care now. Love you all.